Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jack. I love to explore and go into caves, so I'm a caver. So that's why I call myself Jack the Caver. I want to talk to you about something that you may not have thought about as far as a very frugal weekend getaway or things to do throughout the year. I want to give you a few options. It's towards the end of the year right now. In a couple days is Thanksgiving. Christmas is right around the corner. This is the end of the year. Everything's kind of winding down. And I want to give you a few options maybe for this winter or for next year. Something to think about do with your family. I'm out here in my garage. Got my car here. If you're planning on just jumping in the car and doing something on a weekend, or maybe what can we do next year? Where can we go? What can we see? Something you may not have realized. I love to travel and visit the outdoors. I'm a nature guy by heart. I love being outside. You've probably seen a lot of my videos where I like to sit around the campfire and cook, and I like to take the kids camping, and we go hiking, and of course we go caving and stuff like that. So I really love the outdoors, and our national park system has some of the most amazing places set aside for all of us to enjoy. And these are very special places. Now where I live, my state has some amazing state parks too. But I'm going to focus on the national parks in this video. And the reason I did is because summer's over. Nobody's on vacation traveling right now for the most part. Schools are going on. Summer breaks are off with. Some people may have fall break, but those are over with now. And so people are winding down. There's just not that many people traveling. So if you go to a national park in the off season, you can have a whole national park basically to yourself. There's very few people visiting this time of year. You may think, well, we just don't have the money to do that kind of thing. You know what? National parks are kind of designed to be a whole lot cheaper than an amusement park, a water park, or something like that. And I will tell you how. There's some tips on here, some very frugal tips to help you plan your visit. And this could be a year out, okay? I don't know if you're aware of this, but this year, 2016, is the 100th anniversary of the National Park Service. The National Park Service was created in 1916, and so all national parks have been having year-long deals and celebrations, and that's still going on till the end of the year. If you missed out on that, don't worry, because next year they've still got some cool things lined up all over the country. And one of those, and I got a little cheat sheet here, there's actually 413 park units. I'm going to educate you a little bit on the Park Service. 413 park units. There's only 59 national parks. Okay? It takes Congress, an act of Congress, to make a national park. But to make a recreational site or a national historic site, the president can do that by executive order. So there's 413 park units. Okay? There's Grand Canyon National Park. There's Yellowstone National Park. There's the Great Smoky Mountains. There's Mammoth Cave. There's Glacier. All these are amazing national parks. Zion, Bryce, Arches. But then there's all these national historic places like Gettysburg, the cemeteries, the battlefields, the Washington Monument. You know, the White House is even a national park building. So there's all kinds of national rivers, national lake shores and stuff like that. And then some of the presidential homes and stuff you can go visit. So with that being said, 413, there's a lot out there to go visit. And then I know some people throughout their lifetime, they have tried to visit all 59 national parks. And that would be an amazing feat. But there is an annual pass that you can buy. It costs $80 right now. And for $80, you buy, it's called America the Beautiful. You buy this pass, it's good for 1 year from when you buy it. And if you're going to travel out west, let's just say you're going to go to the Grand Canyon. At the Grand Canyon, there is an entrance fee. I think it's $20 per car to get into the park. If you have this annual pass, it's free. There's no charge, no 20 bucks. You could have 3 people in the car. You could have 6, 7 people in the car. Everybody gets in for free. So you can, for 1 year, let's just say you go visit Arches, Zion, Grand Canyon, Yellowstone, stuff like that, Yosemite. If you visit some of these parks, I mean, you've paid for that pass 2 or 3 times over. So for 80 bucks, it gets you, it waives that entrance fee. And that's not just for national parks. This right here, this annual pass, it says that it can be obtained at any federal recreation site, or you go online, go to nps.gov, nps.gov, and you can look at the different passes, and you can buy them online too. Now here's a tip. Do not buy these passes until you're ready to start traveling, because they're only good for 1 year when you buy the pass, okay? So don't buy the pass because you know you're going to be going somewhere in a couple of months. Wait a month or 2 and then buy the pass right before you go. So, yeah, you can call 1-800 number. You can go online to nps.gov. These are really cool passes. I'm just reading a little bit about them here. It says not only is it good at national parks and national park sites, it says it's actually good for over 2,000 federal recreation sites. Each pass covers entrance fees at national parks, national wildlife refuges, as well as standard amenity fees, a day use area at a national forest or grasslands, and land managed by the Bureau of Land Management or the Bureau of Reclamation, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, that sort of thing. They all have recreation sites. These passes are good for all of those other agency sites as well. So, $80, you get an annual pass. There's also a free military pass. Now, didn't know if you knew about this, but it's available for current U.S. military members and dependents in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, and also Reserves and National Guard members. It must be obtained in person at a federal recreation site by showing their Common Access card or their military ID. Those are free. And so you may want to look into that. Again, if you want more information, just go on this National Park Service website. There's also an annual 4th grade pass. There's some kind of deal to get 4th graders to go to the national parks. So if anybody out there has a 4th grader, they can go online here and sign up. Excuse me, my allergies are bad. But they can go on and check that out as well. There's a senior pass you can buy. Once you turn 62, you can buy a senior pass, again, online or at some of the parks you would go visit. It only costs 10 bucks. It's good for the rest of your life. So you turn 62, go pay $10, you get this card. It's good for wherever. And it's also going to get you in parks, entrance fees, stuff like that. If you go to Mammoth Cave and want to buy a ticket for a cave tour, or if you go to the Smoky Mountains and you want to go camping at the campground, that senior pass that you buy for 10 bucks, it's 50% discount to go camping, to take tours, stuff like that. So it gets you half off all those special things you want to do inside of a park. There's also a special access pass for people that are that have disabilities. If you have a disability card, You can go in and get a special access pass. Those are free. Those cost nothing. And that's also going to give you major discounts. I think it's also 50% off on camping and tours and different recreation sites. So check those out. All the agencies, the Park Service, the U.S. Forest Service, Fish and Wildlife, U.S. Corps of Engineers, stuff like that. So all these passes cross those different agencies. So that's really something good. And actually, you can spend all day in the Smokies and never pay $1. They don't charge an entrance fee there. You could go up to Abraham Lincoln's birthplace and learn all about Abraham Lincoln and where he was born and where he grew up the first few years of his life. And it really doesn't cost much at all. If anything, it's free. And so it's good for families. They can teach their kids. They can show them these special places. I really hope you take advantage of it. Something to think about next year. If you're going to take a trip next summer, remember this annual pass. If you're going to go out west and visit some of the big major parks that have these entrance fees, buy a pass. Take advantage of all this. Hey, if it's cheap, do it, okay? Every year, the National Park Service, I don't know if you can see this on here, but every year they will have free entrance fee days. So even if you don't have an annual pass, there's certain days throughout 2017 coming up. January 16th is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and so all parks are fee-free on that day. February 20th, President's Day. April 15th and 16th, and the 22nd and 23rd, those are going to be fee-free weekends. It doesn't mean the campgrounds are free. It means you can go to all these parks and not be charged $20 per car to enter those parks. Veterans Day, November 11th and 12th. September 30th is National Public Lands Day. So again, go to their website and look. There's days where you can just go visit these parks for free, even if you don't have an annual pass. So take advantage of that. Okay, here's something else we got. Here's your quiz for the end of the video. What is the largest national park site? I'll give you a clue. It's absolutely nowhere around where I live. What is the smallest national park site? It's less than an acre. So guys, if you know the answer to those questions, put that in the comments below the video, and we'll see who wants to play along with that game. Those are very hard to get. I didn't know the answer, so just thought I'd throw that out there in the video to give you something to look up. I hope this helps everybody have a few ideas on traveling to the parks and saving some money while you're doing it, so it just doesn't cost too much while you do these things. Go in the off season, and you'll hopefully enjoy the park a lot better. That's what I try to do. I wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope this helps. We got Thanksgiving coming up, so I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I know everybody out there has friends or family that may have health issues or problems, and we want to wish them well, but we also want to be thankful for what God has blessed us with, and use those blessings to help others and to do good with those things. There's a lot of hate going on out there in this world right now. Right after the election, you just hear all kinds of nonsense going on right now. And so we just need to kind of cool off a little bit as a nation, pray for our new leaders. Hopefully things will work out for the best. We just need to give everybody a chance. That's what we need to do, give everybody a chance. I'm thankful that I have the freedom to talk about my faith on YouTube and places like this. And, you know, The other people on the other side, they want to talk about their lifestyles and stuff too, and that's fine. They have a right to do that. What we don't have a right to do is force others to endorse what we think and believe. And there's just too much of that going around. Too much hate, too much people trying to force everybody else to be like them. I guess that's my soapbox there. I don't want to end this on a bad note. I want to end this on a positive note, because I do believe that with God, all things are possible. And I want us to have a great Thanksgiving. I want you guys to go out and enjoy national parks and not have to spend much money, and just have a blast with your family. And hopefully these kids will have some awesome memories like I did when I was a kid, going to the forest and hiking and camping. I cherish those memories. When growing up now, looking back, those were some of the best times I can remember. So that's what I want with my family, and hopefully you can find some special places to go visit with your family. Again, thanks for watching. God bless. Like the video, subscribe if you will. Thank you so much.